Hello Eagles fans and welcome to another episode of the WAFL Report. History was made this weekend, just gone. We've notched our first win in the WAFL competition, taking down an inaccurate Peel side by 27 points.
The West Coast Eagles, as a standalone club, a slice of history, their first ever win in the WAFL.
Despite trailing early in the first quarter, the Eagles took the lead with 2 late goals and refused to relinquish the lead for the rest of the match. Jake Waterman starred once again, kicking 5 goals in a dominant display, with Jackson Nelson and Matthew Allen leading the disposal count with 27 and 25 disposals respectively. Hamish Brayshaw also managed to make a solid return from a hip injury to record 22 touches and 8 tackles. But now, as always, it's time to take a look at our Eagle eye catchers for the round. First up, well, we touched on him before, but Jake Waterman simply had a day out against the Thunder. 5 goals once again to take his season tally to 10 goals from just 2 games. Simply incredible production from him and is surely pressing his case for a senior return.
Brayshaw over the top, Waterman for another one. Oh yes, he's made it 5 back-to-back weeks for Jay Waterman.
Andrew Fisher's goal also made fans take notice of just how impactful his game has been as of late. The top-up player, number 51, had a strong contingent in the stands to celebrate his first goal, thanks to a 50-metre penalty, but it was also how effectively he roamed across the half-back line and was seemingly impassable at times. Even the commentators had to take notice.
Gee, I tell you what, you mentioned Fisher. Last week he was terrific, Barrow. You saw him against Perth. He's done nothing today to suggest he shouldn't have been in the WAFL system prior to now.
Staying in the back line for our third eye catcher is how the Eagles managed to dominate the aerial battle, registering 45 more marks than the Thunder, almost doubling them in that category. Will Schofield led the way in this area with a game-high 9 marks and a commanding roll-down back, but was ably supported by first-year Eagle Harry Edwards, who gave fans a glimpse of what the future holds with some good link-up play and fantastic individual efforts. And while we're speaking of individual efforts, after a 20 disposal afternoon, I decided to catch up with Josh Smith to get his opinion on the game.
All right, Smithy, good to get the first win on the board. What's it feel like?
Yeah, mate, really good. Obviously, it was a bit disappointing last week against Perth, so we're really sort of keen to get back and play an Optus for the first time for a lot of the boys, and I thought we were pretty good for the whole day. So it was really, I guess it's really rewarding for the guys that have been at this level to get their first win. Really happy.
And what's the noticeable difference from last week to this week? Do you feel like there's a different way the boys are playing? Is it gelling better? What do you think?
Well, I think a bit of everything. I think there's 7 or 8 guys on debut last week at WAFL level, particularly all our new draftees. We were a bit down the contest last week, so we've been speaking about that during the week, and I thought we did that really well today. And then again, like we're still gelling as a group. Like I said, 7 or 8 new guys, so a bit of a combination, but yeah, I thought we went really well today.
And you're a man that likes to kick it inside 50. What's it like kicking it towards Jake Waterman, who's on fire at the moment?
Yeah, Jakey's going really well. Obviously started in the AFL and has come back here, and his attitude's been first class, and he's just putting his hand up. Obviously, AFL's going really well, so there's a couple of us that are down at this level just trying to play well at WAFL, hopefully get a chance, but still enjoy our footy, and he's on fire at the moment, so it's pretty easy to kick it to him.
And obviously getting the first one on the board, do you guys get some time to enjoy the win, or is it straight back into getting ready for next week?
I think it's a 6-day break. I think we're playing Subiaco next Friday, so we can't really muck around too much, but we'll enjoy tonight and watch the AFL boys, hopefully get another win, so it'll be good.
Now joining us on the WAFL Report, as usual, Senior Coach Luke Webster. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me again.
Now let's get straight to the point. You know, first win of the season. What was it like? What was the feeling? It must have been pretty good. You know, essentially making history in the coach's box.
Yeah, definitely. It was great for our group to get their first win. I know the players really enjoyed it. It's something we've been really looking forward to having done for the group. From a coaching point of view, it was great to get us off the mark. You know, wrap now that the guys have got a win on the board and we can really move forward.
And staying in the coach's box, can you talk us through how you saw the game unfold? Because it was a pretty even contest. We got away with some accurate kicking.
Yeah, certainly. It was a bit of an arm wrestle all day, particularly in the first quarter and second quarter. You know, I thought the guys' work rate away from stoppage and around the contest was really good, which actually gave us some really good looks in front of goal. And as you mentioned, our accurate kicking probably kept us in front all day. And we got lucky a little bit with Peel, had some pretty easy misses, but you know, I thought the boys fought it out really well right to the end, so I was really wrapped.
And how did you go about coming up against essentially 3 ruckmen that Peel threw at you with a pretty tall lineup?
Yeah, they certainly had a tall lineup. We knew it was going to be a challenge anyway going in it with, but we thought Brookers did a really good job, and then backed up with Horse in the ruck as well. I thought those guys competed really hard all day, and that's all we asked for them to do, and I thought they did a good job for us.
Matt Allen's been tried in quite a few positions in his time at the club. How have you seen his move into the midfield? It seems to be doing pretty well.
Yeah, certainly. You know, he came to the club as probably a forward and showed some good stuff there. And then over the last probably 18 months, we've transitioned him into the midfield. And I've really liked what he's been able to do. He's got a really big tank and gets to work around the ground. And even when he gets his time forward too, he's still a dangerous threat for us.
And moving on to this coming Friday, Good Friday, Subiaco, who technically is still undefeated since the start of last year. Not an easy game, but a good test for us.
Yeah, certainly. It's going to be a big challenge again, like the last 2 weeks have been. Subiaco are a quality team. They've shown that for a long period of time in the WAFL, and in particular, obviously, over the last 18 months as well. So, you know, we're looking forward to the challenge. They've got ball winners and key winners, game winners across the whole field. So we're going to be up to it, and hopefully we can get the job done for us.
Luke Webster, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, before we wrap up here at the WAFL Report, don't forget Good Friday footy this round at Leederville Oval as we take on the reigning premiers Subiaco. Should be a cracking game at 1:15. See you there.
The Bulldogs host the Falcons in an Easter Sunday WAFL clash. South Fremantle versus West Perth. Live and free, Sunday at 2 on 7.